Thronebreaker. Alright, we're still in Mahakam looking for some stuff to do. My queen, our scouts noticed a glimmer in the eye of that bas-relief sculpture. We would scale it, but our engineers would have to prepare the proper equipment. Though a fall from this height is sure to result in broken neck, what is your command? I wish to know what it is. Tell me, the engineers, to get to work. Wait, don't we have a really good engineer on our deck? But whatever. Ooh, Northern Wind getting together. Alright, we got a lot of money. Might look into upgrading some stuff. Each unit gain 1 armor is pretty decent, though. I'm not gonna lie, I might actually do that one. I don't need new cards for the moment. Wagon Perk Plus isn't even that great. What about the training grounds? Rivian Pikeman isn't even that great. Sapper's good though. Ooh, Rivian Sapper Plus could also be pretty busted. Maybe I do like Rivian Sapper. Rivian Sapper is pretty crazy of a card. You can literally wipe a board if I wanted to. But I think for now we're just gonna upgrade this. This 1 armor every turn. It's pretty decent. And then we can also upgrade this, right? Yeah, we can also upgrade this. So let's just go ahead and upgrade this. And yeah, we should be good now. We have no woods, but we have a lot of money. So I think on the trading post, I'm actually going to exchange some money for wood and do this multiple times. Because we have a lot of money. Like a lot of money. Okay, okay. This is looking a bit more, just a tiny bit more. All right, this is looking now more balanced. What do I want to add? I want to add some Rivian Sappers into this deck, as they are pretty powerful. I'm going to recruit them. I'm going to recruit 2 of them. See where that goes. Yeah, this should be okay. Alright, so the last mission is this, which is pretty much at the end of the map, I'm guessing. And this is where we... Oh, so there's still a lot. Oh my. There's still a lot to be discovered here. Okay, so we got a long way today. What's going on here?
Clouds hovered over the horizon, and a strong gale snapped their banners.
Damn it, a storm's coming. Gabor! Take us to the nearest settlement. We must seek shelter.
Soon the Lyrians arrived in Stuhlkamp. The town square proved full of folk. Several dozen dwarves laden with large sacks and satchels stood about in smaller groups. When a thick snow began to fall, the dwarves cheered. Tears streamed down the cheeks of several, but Meve could not tell if they issued from some fortuitous occurrence, or if the strong wind had wrung moisture from their eyes.
What is it we witness? Why do they rejoice at a snowstorm?
Asked Meve, pulling her hood over her head.
Well, the Blizzard's good cause to postpone their expedition by another day.
Gabor responded.
See, they've been conscripted by drawn lots to be settlers, found homes in a village in Brookvale. 7 expeditions have gone that way already, and none survived longer than a year.
Oh wow.
Valley's cursed. No 2 ways about it.
Intrigued, Meve proceeded to speak with the settlers' leader. He confirmed Gabor's claim. He had buried many a previous colonist. All had been abnormally thin, pale, prematurely greyed, as if some wraith had drawn the lifeblood out of them. Once the dwarf had finished his tale, he gripped the queen's hand firmly, and promising a generous reward, begged that she and her Lyrians accompany the expedition to Blackbrook Valley.
Tain't far. Mere few leagues north along the main road. We'll make the march much easier to ken with the whole army, in case of any danger.
I know not how useful our swords can be against curses and spectres,
said Meve.
but leave you bereft and in need I will not. We shall march with you into Blackbrook Vale and see to it that you are safely arrived. Then we will march on.
The dwarf sped off to announce the good tidings to his settler brethren. By the time the blizzard had abated, they were ready to march.
So we're gonna help these fools?
Be bold. Take on challenges, risks even. But before you set out to do anything, buy yourself some proper insurance.
Ooh, that's a life advice, even relevant to this day. Oh, look at that, we got a harpy. It's a standard battle. Alright, this should be easy. Oh, we got all 1 armor, that's nice. Sure, let's keep this handy. Gonna set this room on fire. Wait, what does the leader do after 3 turns on turn start? Spawn a harpy egg. Oh, okay. I thought it said spawn 3 harpy eggs. But that's not too bad, I guess. Could use Speckers now. It's not too bad. Damage all units on a row. If the row is under Biting Frost, damage by 4 instead. Well, good thing it wasn't under.
Again and again and again.
Let's roll. Damage an enemy by 5. It was destroy. Apply Biting Frost. Oh, that was kind of close then. Alright, that's
the white of an eye from half a league away.
We get to play a card as well? Do I want to play this now? I mean, it's good value, right? It's passed. Okay. Smork City, here we come. Oh my. I have a feeling our deck might be a bit busted. Would like maybe like a better order card. No. Why is the Xavier Lemons so dead? Yeah, whatever.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am. This could hurt.
Why not hit this? I will use
Abolition, your command.
I'm gonna put them under a bit of pressure here. Oh, he's actually killed it. That's pretty good. So we can move these down with our leader ability, which is pretty decent. Dude, our deck is so controlled.
Don't you worry yourself, you friend. We'll get a jolly no jar.
Barbagazi. Resilience to destroy, consume an ally. Good armor, okay. That's not too great. Frost. So it doesn't matter how many cards we go down here. This is fine. Oh wow, that's pretty big. That's huge. Consume a bronze enemy with less. Holy crap, that's insane. Good thing we passed. Alright, I need an order card. Otherwise I'm a bit screwed here. Oh wait, I didn't... What? I might actually just lose this now. Because I don't have any mulligans anymore. Oh, that's not good. You can just play this guy because he's dead anyway.
Get into work.
I think dueling these two. Actually, no, let me just wait a bit. Okay, we can
Thing about slings.
move
They hide
these.
well.
I can use my leader as well. Yeah, maybe I should have killed that. Whatever. This is fine. Actually, not really. Well, they're swarming, so Gabor playing the Bone Talisman is actually pretty decent. I guess I play this now.
Discipline shall bring us victory.
Can I give this order? Oh well. I mean, that's okay in this case, since it boosts my Gascon. Okay, bear.
Oh, could murder a pint.
Wait, what? That's terrible. That's literally the worst thing. What the hell? Oh my, we're gonna actually lose this now, aren't we? I wanna get good value there. Alright, how much is this Flake Florin onto this? This and this. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. But it's not enough, is it? Like, we're still gonna lose this, aren't we? Because the trinket didn't do anything. Oh my god. We actually lost
I'm a monster.
to some stinking... Wait, have we lost?
And just when you thought things were about to get dull.
We're so good at this video game. That was kind of stupid though. Ho ho ha, Stoyan, son of Arben, rumor has it those Plow and Barbagazi have come down from the mountains again. Take a few lads and get rid of them scrabby hairballs for good. But if they reach Fuchs territory, they don't you dare follow them, okay. I don't know what he did, but he didn't do a good job. Oh, hello, chest. Nice border. These borders are pretty sweet.
Meve had stopped and was removing packed ice from her mare's fetlocks when Gabor Zigrin approached. The dwarf squatted at the queen's side, glanced about quickly, then started speaking in a barely audible whisper.
Your Majesty, I overheard some folk talking in the smithy. Birdies claim there's treasure, true riches, in the hills near Brookvale, south of here. Stowed away there. And nobody dares go looking for it on account of beasts that have made their lairs there. But you've got a wee army behind you. I reckon you could try. Might be worth the risk, eh?
The Queen brushed the snow from her knees and, raising a hand against the glaring sunlight, peered towards the mountains. Though tempted, she had doubts. To start, the rocky scree at their feet warned clearly of avalanches.
I shall think on it.
She answered, before vaulting into her saddle.
What? When am I gonna make these decisions? I'm gonna fight the avalanche. Your Majesty, Gabber's house is our final refuge where we can rest and enjoy a warm meal before we're returning to Brookvale. The soldiers are spent from climbing. Notice set a spell. If your grace could find some extra coin to provide your stay. You know what? Sure, guys. You can have some rest, some free time, some drinks, some Mahakam ale. Ooh, puzzle. Finish your cold ale before Gabor does. Oh, that's awesome. I like that. Is this a drinking battle? Nice. Okay. Finish your cold ale before Gabor does. Every turn on turn start, take 3 swigs of cold ale. The first to finish this card is the champion. Use 1 charge to take 1 swig of cold ale. Charge 1. If you took more swigs than you have gawkers during the round, gain 1 gawker. What's gawker? Fortitude tonic. Absorb an ally's charges, then after 1 turn on turn start, give them all back with an additional 2 charges. Give each competitor 1 charge. Alright, sure. Wait, I just take 1 sip? That's kind of annoying. What does this do? Okay. Oh, there's the gawker. Oh, okay. If you took more swigs than you have gawker. Alright. Alright, this is interesting. I don't know what the hell any of this does. Oh, dude. Gabor's fast, though. He's mad. Oh, there you go. Oh no, I can't do it. He's gonna finish it. Wait, the round ended in a tie? I still have no idea how this actually works after playing this. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna do this. Keep doing this, I guess. I think I need to do this first, and then do this. Then I get another gawker, right? Okay. Use this. Okay. Okay, so for every 2 gawkers. If you took more swigs than you have gawkers during the round, gain 1 gawker. Oh, if you took more swigs. Alright. Oh, we're getting close here. Oh, what? Defeat? Oh, he beat me. Sure. So do you actually just gain charges? I have to do this. I have to get like 3 gawkers, right? Okay. Alright, sweet. I think this is it. Yeah, this should do it, right? Yeah! Drink up, baby! Mahakam ale. Nice. Every turn on turn end, boost a random ally on each row by 2. Oh. That's actually kind of good. It's a trinket. Oh. Oh. It's pretty much like this, right? It's like the Vladimir's horn, but it's just better. It's like a better bone talisman. Like, bone talisman has let me down already, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Your Majesty, the local blacksmith, Zdravik Cranmar, is peddling a fragment of a magical runestone of some sort. Certainly, fetch the gold! Yeah, we got Northern Wind. Damage all damaged enemies by 4, then damage all enemies by 2. Oh, that's actually good. Might get rid of Fake Florin for that. Even though Fake Florin is pretty busted sometimes. I do like Ozer's Thunder as well. Since we have this Manticore trophy, I think I'm gonna get rid of Fake Florin for the moment. It's a tough choice, but I think I'm gonna use this, try and use this. Look at that, that's beautiful. We, the dwarves of the 3rd Black Brookvale expedition, have erected this obelisk as proof of our efforts to those who follow in our footsteps. If we do not return, drink to our health and remember our names. Hoo hoo ha! Alright, we got a puzzle here. Let's just look at this puzzle. Move all units except bridge trolls to the other side of the battlefield. Do not let any unit die. Oh, it's one of those, okay. Move all units except the bridge troll to the other side of the battlefield. Every turn on turn start damage 3 units on the right by 3, 2, 1. In that order. Order to let a unit cross the bridge. Move to the other road. Death wish damage a random enemy by 5. So I think we have to move this. Let a unit cross. I'm gonna let this guy cross. Force a unit to move past the bridge troll. Move a unit 1 place to the right. I'm gonna force this guy to move. Gonna let this guy go. I'm gonna let this guy pass. Oh no. He's gonna die! Not the alchemist! I actually had it, but I forgot that this troll can move the unit. I think this is always the play, and then move these 2. Since they're not gonna die anyway. And then they just move this and this. And this. And I just move this. Okay, that's pretty easy. In the end, it was actually pretty easy. I just forgot that this can move the low boy. Oh no! The poor troll. We messed him up real good. I mean, our morale's already high, but whatever. Don't really care. Milady, dwarven bodies litter the cave, dozens with no visible wounds. Seems they sought shelter. They carried their belongings with them, items that may be of use to us. Mind you, of 3 scouts sent, only 1 has returned. We know not what killed the others. They simply collapsed as if paralyzed. Nevertheless, oh, we're getting money and we're losing 20 boys? We have 300 boys! Let's go. Let's go. Alright, we got a Noon Wraith here. Got new markers added, okay. Alright, what do you want? Noon Wraith. Yeah, we got a good hand here, actually. We got the Northern Wind, which works really well. I guess I could play the Mahakam Ale this turn. Oh, lemons, lemons, lemons. I guess I mulligan. Is there anything like special about this? Every 4 turns on turn start, haunt the highest. Okay, we already played this leader once. It wasn't that hard. I'm gonna just keep playing here. We're gonna receive a lot of damage. They do damage, but we have a lot of armor. Nice. So this is usually my Becker's Twisted turn. That's good. Haunt enemy for 5 turns whenever it takes damage. Boost off by the amount damaged.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Alright, just a Wraith. Classical, the Wraith. Nothing too worrisome just yet. What if I just Arbalist now?
One goal.
And then kill this. It's gonna pass, right? Yeah. But Isabel is gonna be bananas. Well, don't need 2 of these alchemists. Sapper's okay. I mean, it's not too great, but it's okay. I'm not gonna play Ale this round, I think. Oh, the move could be pretty decent. Alright. Just play my regiment drummer here.
Left, right.
The Wraith. Gonna play this now. Pop, pop. Alright, let's summon some stuff. Uh-oh.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
Oh yeah. More blitz, baby.
Again and again and again.
Oh yeah. Bomb, baby.
You mad?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is so busted. Our deck is so busted. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Give 8 armor. Move 6 random enemies to the other row, then damage them by 2. Restraint. Well, we have no damaged units. I guess I give something 8 armor. Give this 8 armor. Oh my god, that one play was so busted already. Xavier's nuts. Alright, let's see what this gives us. This is a slinger.
Of an eye from half a league away.
And what's this gonna give us? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wait, what's in our?
Have them done in a jiffy.
We have the ale. Do we need the ale right now? Not really. I just the damage this by 10. Oh, I have to damage another unit by the remaining damage. And I get to play a card as well? Do this.
Greetings. What is it?
I wonder how many cards this is gonna go down. Alright, pass. This is gonna take a while, guys. Does it even do it? Can it even do it? How big is our Isbel now? 317! Mad! We are now up by 6 cards. Oh no, this is resilience. Oh my, I want to find Alchemist now. I want to see this. Absolute craziness. No Alchemist, whatever. 409 on Isbel. Mate, calm down.
This could hurt.
Oh yeah, we have this. Forgot about that. I want to see this.
So much anger and suffering. For what?
400. Oh my, it even bugged. Oh my. Yeah, that's pretty funny. That is pretty funny.
Can't take it anymore.
That is pretty busted. So apparently, if I talk to her on the next map, her ability is gonna change to the damage, which I don't want, obviously. I want her to boost, because this card just busted. That wasn't even a fair fight, dude. Duh! We finally arrived. The place was crawling with critters, but we dealt with them in no time. The shanties are run down, but they'll be as good as new before long. Just a damn pity there's no game in the forest. Either way, I've got a good feeling. 6 times the charm. Oh god. Poor kid. Didn't know what was coming for him. He didn't have Isbel, so he was already screwed from the beginning. Oh, what is this? Your Majesty, the cemetery is the final resting place for the Dwarven settlers from all 7 expeditions to Black Brookvale. The first are centuries old, while others only a year. No doubt there will be precious tributes buried with their bodies. We could order our soldiers to recover them, but I'll warn you, my lady, that they won't like one bit. Enthusiastic or not, they are to set to work immediately. These dwarves have earned the right to eternal rest. We shall leave our own tribute to honor their memory. Honestly, like, I can't be evil in this game. And 350 and 150 is pretty good, to be honest. Yeah, actually, no. We have so much money anyway. I'm just gonna do that. Also gonna upgrade something. I'm gonna upgrade this. Oh, this one's good, though. We get Stray Slinger Plus as well here. Hell yeah, give me some of that. Right, now we are running low on resources. I want more regiment drummers. I think 2 is not enough. I need more of these guys. I'm gonna add more of these into my deck. Yeah, now this deck looking dangerous. Oh, there's some Alguls.
Black Brookvale. The name itself embodied infamy. Neve arrived expecting misty ravines, decrepit trees bound in spiders' webs and swarms of bats. What she saw was a warmly gurgling stream and the valley's gentle slopes blanketed in crocus blooms. Only a village of abandoned, ruined huts and a cemetery stretching to the horizon behind it attested to the valley's grim past.
The village seems shrouded in a guise. Be not deceived.
said the Queen.
Reynard! Some men to search the environs for any sign of life.
The blood-curdling roar that came from the ruins a moment later proved the Queen's caution warranted beyond any doubt.
Always gotta be cautious. Hint hauntings are more common than you think. I don't mind getting haunted though. It just gives my Isbel a ridiculous amount of points. Stray Slinger Plus is now ridiculously good. Might wanna get rid of Alzur's Thunder. Oh yeah, that's good.
Protect the settlers!
Whenever Meve plays a card with even power, boosted random ally by 3. If odd, damage a random enemy by 2.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf I am.
Nice. On round start, spawn and Pinnacle Frog on all enemy rolls. Damn, you look ugly. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Okay, we can do this now, though.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Oh yeah, this card is so good now. Oh, they're not order cards, so they work with Odo as well. Yeah, they're pretty busted at this point.
That bit the white of an eye from half a league away.
Okay, so if we do this, we have the lowest unit as a 4. That's pretty good. I mean, it's, yeah, it's a 4, right? Oh yeah, that's such a good swing. I think I'm gonna do Odo now.
We must trust each other.
I'm not gonna use this, because I'm gonna use this with Northern Realm Wind on Gabor. That's why. Okay. Alright, do this, this. Then do this, and this. And this is gonna be ginormous.
I'm done in a jiffy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, Stray Slinger Plus is pretty ridiculous.
It's gonna be a right good levy. Big and beautiful.
Okay.
Coin never stinks, no matter how rank the pouch.
Alright,
Likely the last, that
easy.
one. Should be safe now.
Oh no. I mean, oh yeah, but yeah, it looks kind of disturbing.
Following the victory, the settlers' hopes seemed renewed. Could the beasts they felled have killed the previous lot of colonists? Perhaps the curse that had long hung over Blackbrook Vale was at last broken.
We thank ye, Your Majesty.
The settlers' leader said, slipping the satchel from his shoulder.
You've granted us new hope. And a new home.
That's what I'm here for.
The dwarves had rolled up their sleeves, were prepared to go at the huts to repair them, when one of their number cried out.
Hold! There's something here. Something reeky.
A voice most familiar, thought Meve. Yes, for it belonged to Barnabas, the rescued inventor. The gnome had elbowed his way to the fore, stood on his toes, extended his nose, and inhaled through it like a pointing hound seeking out wildlife. Ignoring all queries, Barnabas had then sat down on the brook bank, filled a glass flask with water, and was now holding it up against the sunlight, dipping into it the tip of his tongue and some strange scraps of paper extracted from the depths of the pockets of his patched coat.
Okay,
Finally,
what are you up to here?
Barnabas stood, brushed his backside clean, and announced his findings.
Well, we know with some certainty the reason for the settlers' demise. 'Twere not beasts, no. They prowled in later, drawn by fresh graves. 'Twas the water. Oh, roll your eyes and whirl your fingers all you want, and then peer at the brook. Merry all poisoned by subterranean fumes.
Oh.
The dwarves hemmed, hawed, and grumbled, and were a heartbeat from abandoning the Vale for good. Then Barnabas reached into his satchel and extracted a device of his own making he termed an aqua purificator.
Oh.
That is to say, a water cleaner, as odd as it may seem.
You need but siphon water through this straw. Then drink up, worry-free.
Thus Meve rode out of Blackbrook Vale, deep satisfaction in her heart. The dwarves extolled her for being bold, shrewd, and wise, while Gabor ensured this praise would likewise reach the meaty ears of Elder Hoog.
Hell yeah, Barnabas! Barnabas coming in clutch. Just how I like it.
We're the dwarves of Mount Carbon. Hoo-hoo-ha, hoo-hoo-ha. And
Yeah.
hammers is our sign, is our sign.
We saved the village. And also cleaned their water.
We feed those suffering hunger. Hoo-hoo-ha, hoo-hoo-ha. But our foes we smash asunder.
Oh, what's going on here?
The rumors Gabor had overheard were true. Scouts returned with news of a cavern at whose mouth lay rotted logs, an indication that something of great weight may have been rolled inside. Chests full of gold, for instance. Then again, paw tracks clearly showed some beasts had made the cave their home.
Right. Decision time. Enter or scramble back down.
Said Gascon, rubbing his hands together for warmth.
Please hurry. This frost is downright biting.
Enter.
We've scaled this high. Foolish we'd be to descend empty-handed. Fall in behind me!
The Queen took the fore, sword in one hand, torch in the other. The flickering flame's glow illuminated the cave's interior, casting long shadows. Meve was certain some horror would leap at her at any moment. And she was not at all wrong.
Ooh. Eliminate the crazed Shalmar. Oh, damn. It's a crazy Shalmar. Well, well, well. Crazed Shalmar. Here we go. Becker's going to be useful. Is Norman going to be useful? I don't think Mahakam Ale is going to be useful because we have Gabor, so we need a bit of... Alright, I do believe that Gabor is not that great. I mean, Gascon's not that great in this case, but okay, sure. Let's just see what we can do here. Is this the crazed Shalmar?
Follow me! Together now!
Whenever an ally
Anyone
is
here struggle
destroyed...
with strong reservations when entering monster-infested pits? Asking for a friend.
Whenever an ally is destroyed, reduce this unit's timer by 1. Then play a random unit from your deck and damage it by 2. If this unit's timer ends, Meve wins the battle. Oh, okay, so it's a 20 timer. Every 3 turns on turn start randomly damage enemies by a portion of Shalmar's current armor. I'm gonna start with the fire. Also gonna damage it a little bit. Another Shalmar, that's kind of annoying. Well, we can use Becker's here, but I think I want to play Regiment first.
Again and again and again.
Oh my, that's a lot of Shalmars. I think I play this first. Oh, nice, Wagenberg. Good. Alright. This should be okay now. Ow. That hurts. That's pretty good for our leader now. I'm gonna smash this.
Hungry like a wolf, I am.
For damage, maybe I'll use this first before using the Wagenberg. Ice Troll. No! You bastard! I think I still use Northern Wind in this case now. You just gotta kill a lot of units, right? Oh boy. Consume an ally and damage enemy by its power. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm gonna see to this.
What? Oh, yes, I'm on it.
I think it's gonna be Lyrian Horn in this case, though. Since damaging actually does quite a bit here. Oh my. Oh my. A lot of stuff going on here. Nice. Okay. I will do this. Deal 1 damage. And then just start smashing Sapper.
Stop your yapping and start digging.
That should work. Let's kill a lot of units, basically. That's the goal. Oh, what the hell is going on? How is there so many units all of a sudden? Alright, how do I kill the most units here? Through this, right? Yeah. What the hell? Okay. I need to deal 10 damage. And hopefully kill something. Kill this dude. Oh my. It's looking like we're losing this, boys. I would lost this. Ah! What's the timer? 3? No! We have to. Oh wait, we can still kill a bunch of
things were about to
peeps.
get dull.
Oh no, we're so close. Oh, the timer's 1. No! Oh, so close. So let's try this again. The Stray Slingers are good in this one. I think Mahakam Ale I could just get rid of. These are all going to be very useful. Stray Slinger also going to be very useful. Yeah, Bomber did a lot of damage. So I'm actually going to keep this hand maybe. Like, what else would I want? Maybe like a Pikeman or more drummers. But these specials are so good. Yeah, sure. It is a Shalmar.
Follow me! Together now!
Together now.
Anyone here struggle with strong reservations when entering monster-infested pits?
Alright.
Again and again and again.
Alright, Shalmar's all over the place. Yeah, I can play Beckers now. Alright, we get Wagenbrook through this. That's always good. Okay, so there was damage that. Okay.
Catch!
I'm gonna put this back here. Oh no. Okay. That's not half as bad as I would expect it to be. Okay, now I think I can play. Actually, no, I play this first, right? Before I play Odo.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Now I play Odo. No, he killed that. That's so good.
We must trust each other.
Do I smash? I think I smash. Oh god. Ow. Okay, that's a lot of damaged units. Can we get more damaged units? I think we did deal damage, 10 damage before though.
For you, pal! Anything.
Deal 10 damage here. Pretty big boy. Okay. Yeah, this is a good turn for this now. Oh yeah, this game's over, right? Oh yeah, this is over. This is over. Very much over. Nice. Okay. I just have to do this.
Fishing in the moat?
Doosh, 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 doosh. I mean, this timer's already zero.
Be close now. Come on.
Nice.
As soon as the last beast had fallen, the Lyrians took to seeking out the treasure. Soldiers dispersed throughout the caverns in a rush, penetrating every last corner. Finally, one called out.
Got it! Got the treasure right here! Treasure! Shiny stuff!
A number of steel-reinforced chests lay up against the cavern wall. Meve blew the dust from the lid of one and lifted it with some difficulty. She had hoped for gold and jewels, bars of Mahakam and steel at the least. Instead, she saw thousands of time-tarnished copper coins with a hole through their center.
What's this bloody crap? Tokens of some sort?
Aye, that's right. Holy Guldens, we call them. They're, currency in Mahakam. Get our wages in them. Use them to cop victuals and hooch.
What of arms, armor, tools?
Nah, all that's given to us. Clan provides it. Is that what you need? Weapons? Oh, feel the Egypt now. Brought you here for no reason.
God damn it, Cowboy.
Tokens, they can be exchanged for other coin, can they not? Temerian orans or Novigrad crowns?
Aye, doable in theory, but not at all clever. Rates are crap. See, the elders keep 'em low to make life difficult for Dwarven folk. Discourage 'em from leaving Mahakam.
What's this? Common dwarves use no gold? You cannot be serious.
Yet I am. What good's gold to them? Clan gives them all they need. And victuals and hooch beyond need, they get for tokens.
Yet you trade with humans. Gold coin you take for your goods, the coin must serve a purpose. What is it?
We hoard it all. In vaults. Great piles. Down bottom lie ducats dating from the reign of that dozy ham-shanker King Dagrid.
And you do not put it to use? Acquire anything for it? Then it's true what folks say, that you love gold too much to part with it. Hoard it for pleasure, as dragons do.
Point of fact. That there's pure drivel. Gold's a metal like any other, just yellow. We hoard it for our safety.
Your safety? I fear again, I simply don't follow.
Couldn't it be simpler? Soon as human folk get it in their heads we's a thorn in their side, we'll spend it. All of it, in a jiffy. Excess coin supply, that's called. Matter of days, gold'll be worth less than sawdust. And you're tossing banks and economies, bam, on their arses. There'll be nothing left of them. They'll cave in faster than a mine shaft with rotten props. Why are you all ogling me? With human folk for neighbours, we dwarves got to be damn vigilant, as sheep round wolves.
I mean, he's kind of got a point, but that's some greedy plays.
So how can these tokens serve me?
We must trade them. Even should we get a pittance, it will be something. The soldiers demand their pay.
Ah, your bums out the windy. Fighting men want full dixies and tankards of hooch. Coins but a means to that end.
What do you suggest then?
As I've been saying, the tokens we use to purchase nourishment and mead, and what you've got in those chests, why, that'll do to fund a feast the likes of which Mahakam's not seen since Brewer was sworn in as Elder-in-Chief. The fighting men'll eat and drink their fill, carouse about and forget their due and pay right quick. And invite the local dwarves to feast with you, and the clans'll look kinder on you too.
Okay. Oh, we'll throw a big-ass feast. Let's have some fun here,
Caution
boys.
be damned.
Your Grace, I feel obliged to remind you we are at war with Nilfgaard.
I don't
and
care.
Every copper...
Should go to building our army, I know. But we live but once, Reynard. Sir Gabor, take the token.
Yeah!
And arrange me a feast so grand that Ebdahi himself shall hear us revel.
As Meve's force could not possibly fit in a tavern, the feast was laid out in a storehouse. crates arranged in rows served as tables and benches, while the windows were festooned with lion's foot and pasque flower. Great barrels of mead, cognac,
Party!
and vodka rolled in, and when the soldiers saw this, they broke out in cheers and laughter that lasted till dawn.
Pour us another round, you lovable Lyrian bastards!
For he's a jolly good fair.
Is that?
A jolly good dwarf.
Oh, we got Zegrin Plus. Let's
There was
go.
food and drink enough for the dwarves of the pass, who, with Meave's men, raised tankards in hand and voices in song the night through. To see them sharing tales and playing cards, one would not believe that anywhere down the mountains, through woods and across plains, humans and dwarves might, for the softest slight, leap at each other, murder in their eyes.
Nice. I like that decision. Have a little party, you know. That's good. Damage a unit by 15 if it was destroyed. Deal any remaining damage. Play 2 trinkets from your deck. Oh my god.
The sound of approaching hoofbeats made Meave turn to see Reynard spurring on his panting horse, galloping at a breakneck speed towards her.
Ill tidings I bring, your grace.
Clearly. Glad tidings never arrive with such urgency.
Our scouts captured a Nilfgaardian messenger. He was traveling in disguise, and by night. When he realized his capture was imminent, he strove to destroy the letters he carried. We were able to salvage some, in parts.
Anything of interest?
Yes, there is, I fear. Your Majesty, you must listen. Consider your offer accepted. Direct Meave and her force to the agreed site. We await their arrival. Your reward shall be as agreed. Hail Keritsa.
A traitor. We might have expected as much. Nilfgaard has shown amply that it abides only by the rules it sets. Since they have not proved able to defeat me in the field, in open battle, they seek other means. I suppose the scroll bears no name.
It does not, your grace.
The messenger. Have you questioned him?
Naturally, your grace. Alas, he knows not to whom the letter is directed. He was to leave it in an agreed spot.
I take it tidings of the whole affair have spread throughout the force?
Yes, your Majesty. The witnesses were too many to keep this fact a secret.
We must thus assume the traitor in our ranks knows it as well, and will make no attempt to retrieve the scroll. A dead end. Have we any other leads or clues?
None, I fear, your Majesty.
Is
We must
Gascon gonna
alert.
betray us?
Keep a keen eye on events as they unfold, and exercise great caution in forging new acquaintances.
Very well. Eyes wide open, all senses attuned.
I have a feeling
Yours in particular,
Gascon
Reynard.
is gonna
Of
betray
course,
us.
my liege.
Oh, that's not good. Oh no, dude, did we just have like the biggest feast? And now the morale's just dropped to 0? What the hell is this nonsense? That's not fair. I just wasted all this like coinage and it's just all, it was all good for nothing.
Get up. I would, your Majesty, but my arse is frozen to the ground.
Riding past a mine, Meave noticed a group of miners gathered around the entrance to a shaft. Frost had settled on their moustaches and beards, suggesting they had been there for some time. The Queen summoned Gabor and asked him to determine the reason for this sit-in. He returned after a few minutes and announced the most curious thing.
They're waiting for the knocking to stop.
Meave's frown prompted Gabor to explain in greater detail.
According to our laws, dwarves can't go into a mine if there's knocking coming from inside. We're obliged to wait for the ruckus to quieten down.
Ah, yes. Our own miners share this superstition.
Reynard interjected.
They say the knocking is that of a treasurer gnome, a kind of mine ghost.
With all due respect, your miners are dimwits.
Gabor said, patting Reynard on the shoulder.
Knocking means an imminent and abrupt discharge of the potential pliable energy of rock formations. In other words, you can, a rock burst. Except usually it's all done in a day or two, whereas these lads have been waiting going on 2 weeks. Foreman's grown impatient. He'd like to send someone down the shaft, have them see what's at issue, but, well, the code forbids us from doing anything of the sort.
Well, we don't play by your rules. Yeah,
If
sure.
in this manner I can gain favour among your brethren,
Sighed the Queen, dismounting.
so be it. I shall descend and see what the problem is.
The shaft was too narrow to fit an entire army. So Meave and a small unit of men entered the mine, miners' lamps in hand. hearts in their mouths. The rhythmic knocking coming from the bowels of the mountains, distorted and multiplied, was unnerving. Soon the company arrived at the place that seemed the source of the knocking. Gabor put his ear to the rock and listened for several moments in silence, then struck the wall with all his might. The wall crumbled with a crash, opening a passage into another corridor, from which sprang numerous foes.
Nilfgaard? Are we gonna fight Nilfgaard? What is going on here? But our morale's low now. That's bad. Oh, we got Gabor, so we can play both of these 2 trinkets at the same time, so that's good. It's a shortened battle. This is still a good hand, though, in for a shortened battle.
Did you hear something? What was that?
If this unit's power drops to 4 or less,
My
shuffle into your
senses
deck.
are telling me those definitely aren't ghosts.
I think I'm gonna play Gabor. Actually, no, I'm not gonna play Gabor just yet. Gabor plays... nah, it plays for those 2. I should have mulliganed this. I think I'm gonna play this first.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
I'm gonna play Wagenberg.
Who goes there? Drop your weapons!
Nay, you drop yours!
Oh, come on, really? That's unlucky, I guess. Damage enemy by 7. If it was destroyed, boost so. Oh, that's so good.
Ah! Who just grabbed me?
Boost adjacent units by 3.
Apologies, Maeve. I thought you were Reynard.
But Gascon, you horny little boy.
I smell a leak.
These guys got some points on them. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Oh, they got the same.
Oh, could murder a pint.
I mean, we don't even know who we're fighting, and we're just fighting them regardless. That's pretty
Thing about
irrational.
slings, they hide well.
Reynard, are we winning? I can't see a bloody thing.
I can't see. That's funny.
Arbalist to your command.
I mean, it looks like we're winning.
Ah!
I don't know why I played this out. This is just funny.
Stop! Stop! We surrender!
What the hell is going on?
Both sides were surprised. Both fought in the weak light of torches, nearly down on hands and knees. In the end, the Queen emerged victorious, and as soon as she had returned her sword to its sheath, she asked the new prisoners a question that was on everyone's mind.
Who the devils are you?
The captives looked at each other in disbelief, as if before them stood a ghost. Finally, one of them managed to choke out a response.
Your Highness, we're your subjects.
Meve recognized the accent at once. The men came from Rivia. But what were they doing so far from home? According to the prisoner's account, after the Nilfgaardians' invasion of their kingdom, terrible poverty gripped the land. Seeking bread, some desperate inhabitants had gone to the mountains of Mahakam, engaging in wildcat mining in search of precious ores. Without asking the dwarves what they thought of this,
You know yourself, my queen.
explained one captured Riv.
They guard their treasure real jealous-like, don't care a whit about the suffering of others. They see us starving down in valley and don't lift a stubby finger.
Or well, we kill their race.
Sadly, the Rivians had dug close to existing corridors. When Gabor destroyed the wall that stood between them and the dwarves, They were convinced they were being attacked by monsters, so they raised arms in self-defense.
Maeve, 'tis a tough nut to ken,
said Gabor.
but let's nae kid ourselves. These men are thieves, and we must hand them over to the Mahakam Guard.
So they may do what? Sentence them to hard labor, or hang them at once?
Said Reynard, his usual calm shaken and his voice raised.
These are your subjects, Queen. They coveted their neighbor's goods, true, but only because they had nowt themselves.
This is an interesting decision. I mean, they are my subjects, right? But Brewer's not gonna like it. And I need to convince Brewer. And I like me some dwarf boys.
If dwarves left the mountains to rob the fields of Rivia,
said the Queen after some consideration,
I'd want to judge them according to our laws. Like it or not, Bruverhoog has the same right.
But, milady, you're us queen.
I
You
know.
swore to protect us.
From harm, yes. But not from due punishment.
with a heavy heart, Meave handed the rivs over
I
to
mean,
the
it wasn't
Mahakam
like
Guard.
my morale was already low.
What happened to them, I cannot say for certain. But they were not seen again.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That they're mad at that, but it is how it is, man. It is how it is. I don't want Brewer getting mad at me for just letting these guys go. I bet Brewer is gonna be really mad at that for some reason. My queen, this building houses the bank of Clan Zegrin. The banker claims that we should invest now. In a few months' time, our worth. In a few months' time, its worth will what? I think this is a bit. Wait, this is written pretty poorly. In a few months' time, its worth will increase threefold. It sounds too good to be true. Should we invest anything? The possible gains are too great to squander. Invest the largest amount. I will invest a lot! Very well, but our modest sum, I don't wish to get swindled. I trust the dwarves. I trust the Zegrin boys. Dude, I've been very nice this playthrough so far. Today. This episode I've been very lenient. I don't know why. I've not been as greedy as I usually am. Alright, let's solve this snow puzzle. Do not let Meave die. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh no. Every turn on our start, throw a troll snowball at the row with most humans. Move 3 cards to the other row on their side. If any of your units damage them by 2.
This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
So I just stack this
Spirit's
row.
willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me. There's a time
I'll
to
accept.
reap,
I'll have
a
to
time
accept
to
this one
sow,
L, I think.
and a time to die.
Okay, now we just do this.
Aye.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Should have listened to me old lady.
I've hit the white of an eye.
This is a
from
pretty easy
half a league
puzzle.
away.
Yeah. Do we gain anything from that? Wait, what? What's the point of that? There's just a random ass puzzle that had no consequences. What's going on here? Milady, we spotted gold down there among the debris. We can send a few soldiers to dig it up, but if the rope snaps, those rocks will serve as their final resting place. Alright, let's get some money. I don't care. Morale's low. I don't care about the low morale. Because we have this bad boy right here. Haha. So we had super low morale. And now we're back on neutral terms. Your Majesty, something dwells in this house, a beast with burning red eyes and a frightening growl. Perhaps it guards something worth finding, but only a few brave souls would be able to fit inside. Not all might return. Sure, whatever. Hey, we got Tainted Ale. Mark a unit and boost it by 10. After 3 turns on turn start, destroy that unit and self. So it's basically like destroy a unit after like 3 turns. That's not that good. I just destroy units by damaging them. That's how I do it. Alright, main mission time. Let's go. Oh, wow. That's a lot of goals.
Neve's force neared Davor's abyss. Signs of beastly feasting were not hard to find. Countless paw and claw tracks were impressed in the blood-stained snow. Among the boulders, bones picked clean were strewn about. Gascon lifted one from the ground.
Empty inside,
He said.
Something sucked out the marrow.
Meave soldiers feigned indifference to the grisly sight. They marched on, their stepped rhythm unwavering, a song on their lips. Yet hearing a slight tremolo in their voices, Meave knew they merely sought to drown out their fear. A moment later, a commander's horn sounded, the signal to halt. The Queen galloped to the fore of the column and found herself at the edge of a vast, round hole in the ground. She could not see the bottom. Meave drew her reins tight to prevent her mount from taking even one step forward.
What is this? A crater? A desiccated lake?
A mine of the strip variety,
Gabor explained.
Treasures we picked and shoveled for here. Diamonds. Till we happened on the beasts, that is.
What now?
Orion's a dam. Holds back a lake. If we can break it, water will rush in, fill the abyss and the tunnels from which the beasts emerge. Just need to get around the mine first. Way down's on the other side.
Meave squinted and gazed into the distance. Indeed, there was the dam. And at its foot, a swarm of beasts roiled about. Her soldiers gazed at their queen expectantly, their arms at the ready. She knew well they would rush into battle, in spite of their fear.
Yeah.
Gabor!
Meave
That's
cried
my
out
men.
over the whirling wind.
Have you bards here in Mahakam?
Of course, Your Grace.
Then we shall give them good reason to compose this day on the themes of courage, of heroism, of Lyria! G up!
G up!
Cry, the queen spurred her mount, grabbed a banner, and raising it high over her head,
Aw,
rushed
yeah.
headlong at the
That's
horrid
cool. That's pretty cool. I'll rate that. That's pretty badass. We're pretty badass. Story battle, shortened battle, special rules. Gain 7 charges on your old catapult without it being destroyed. Hint, keep your catapult well maintained on all sides, okay?
Here's the way down. We need to break through and destroy the dam.
I'm gonna start with this. Hopefully my doggo goes front row. Nice. Every turn. Okay. What does this do? Every turn on turn start, boost an ally, all allied units by 1. Okay. Wagenberg, do your job. No, Wagenberg, you didn't do your job. I think I need to use Becker's now. And hopefully it hits my unit. Okay, nice. Ow.
Catch!
Like, yeah, we're not gonna complete the objective, but I think we still win the battle, right? Oh, okay. I want units. This Mahakam Ale is okay, though, still. I'm gonna start with this.
Right.
Oh, Isbel.
When will you ever learn?
Yeah, whatever. Sure.
Again and again and again.
Sure. Nice Wagenberg there.
Your Grace, monsters approach from all sides.
I'll deal with this boy. Or should I deal with him like this?
We'll catch them all!
No, don't shoot this. Nice. Okay.
That bit's the white of an eye from half a league away. Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Okay.
Excellent! The dam's about to give!
Excellent.
Our ballista, your command.
thing about slings.
No, that's nice. Little rain animation. Excellent work. Very good job, boys.
And indeed, bards sang of this battle soon after. For no claws or fangs could break through the wall of shields the Lyrians raised that day. And no scales could protect the beasts from the Lyrians' stinging arrows and blades.
Fight! Do not relent! Let us show these beasts! It is they who should fear us!
The Queen shouted. In the end, the beasts turned to flee, yet Neve's force cut off any chance of escape. A solid wall of men began to push the monsters ever closer to the edge of Davor's abyss. Pressed from all sides, the horrors began slipping over the precipice, screeching terribly as they fell.
Blood. Okay. Nice.
Silence came at last. The Queen stood at the edge of the precipice, breathing heavily, leaning on her sword. From the depths of the mine came muted growls and groans.
Let's flood the damn hole,
hissed Gabor,
before any other shite crawls out of it.
A rush of icy water suddenly rose, then just as abruptly plunged into the mine, flooding the pit. And where once lay Davor's abyss, now lay Davor's pond. Meve descended back into the pass, exhausted and covered in beastly blood, yet also exceedingly pleased. She was one step closer to Dwarven support in the war against Nilfgaard. Once the Lyrians had put some distance between themselves and the now destroyed monster lair, Meve ordered her men to pitch camp. Then she sent the quartermaster off for food and drink. The soldiers lit campfires, then set aside their weapons. Soon after, lively music and song could be heard throughout the camp.
Another party?
Reynard said from behind Meve's back.
A messenger from the Elder-in-Chief.
The Queen turned to see a dwarf in a richly adorned jerkin and a shako with golden seams.
Okay.
She stifled her laugh into a smile and lifted her chin proudly, expecting praise and a pledge of aid in the war against Nilfgaard.
That's not what happen.
My lady, your daring deeds have come to the Elder's attention,
said the dwarf in a measured voice.
He's positively irate and demands an explanation.
Irate? But why? I and my men, we've aided you greatly.
Elder Hoog awaits at the Long Bridge. You'd be wise not to keep him there any length of time.
And with that, all the Queen's enthusiasm for a celebration was instantly gone. She waited until the fires expired and the songs died down, then gave the order to march.
Don't meddle in other people's affairs, I guess. That's the lesson you learned today. Alright, let's see what's in this one. Ooh, another nice border. There's a lot of nice borders in this game that you get for the Gwent multiplayer game. Ooh, we got a lock. I mean, we got a key to a lock, but what is locked? There it is, okay.
Gazing towards the horizon, Meve noticed a dark shape outlined against the mantle of snow that lay on the ground. It proved a tower, toppled and broken in pieces. Around it lay the ruins of other buildings, blocks hewn out of basalt rock protruding from the permafrost.
That'd be the Clan Vidmar ruins,
said Gabor, hollering over the wind.
Rich ones had their clan seat here till earth tremors turned all into dust. Hundreds of dwarves lived here once, and now, not a living soul.
That's sad.
Help! Save me!
On the contrary, there was someone amidst the ruins, and said someone was clearly in trouble. Meve ordered her men to find the unfortunate soul. They returned moments later, leading a dwarf whose teeth chattered. They had found him in a ruined building where he'd sought shelter from ghouls. Judging by his appearance, the dwarf had spent the better part of a week there.
Marco Vidmar, they call me,
he said, patting down unkempt hair that seemed to reach in all directions.
I came here seeking a family heirloom, lost in the tremors and the chaos they caused. I ken the chamber where it ought to be, but, well, beasts made their lair there. I cannot drive them off on my own, but bold warriors like you ought to cut them down in a jiffy. So, will you help?
Sure.
I too have lost my home, estate,
said the Queen.
so I understand well what you feel.
I feel like this guy's scamming
I shall
us.
help you recover your heirloom. Call it a whim.
Mirko Vidmar's face lit up. Though he'd spent a week besieged and eating stale biscuits, and though there was a hoarfrost in his beard, he quickly trotted to the front of the column and led the Lyrian soldiers to the underground chamber. As promised, beasts awaited there.
You gotta fight some beasts. Nice shortened battle. Okay. Is Isabel gonna do anything? What does this do? Whenever unit is played, it may be seized by this card. When a seized unit takes damage, move it back to its original position. Oh, that's kind of ridiculous. Who's gonna start here?
The ruins! From there they come! Drive them back!
Every 5 turns, consume a unit in your graveyard and spawn a base copy of it. Okay.
Again and again and again.
Oh no, if it's damaged, like actually damaged, I thought if it takes damage. Well, that's not good.
This could hurt.
Wait, how are we supposed to win this? This is ridiculous. All our units are getting 1 armor. We kind of messed ourselves up here. Give me back my units!
The chase is on!
No! May? So far every unit has been seized. That's ridiculous. It's a tad bit ridiculous. Oh, nice. That's pretty helpful then. Wait, no, this is gonna... He used my cards against me. The bastard. What? This could also be seized? What? What? But every unit! This is not a unit! What? That's kind of ridiculous. So if I Stray Slinger... Oh, Jesus. Oh, thank God something finally did not get damaged. Oh, it can actually not be seized? Oh my God. Nice coding there. Oh, Jesus. Oh, he has a 1 though. The 1 is kind of annoying. I think I do this.
In the moat? Oh, again.
I don't know, shoot this. How am I meant to win this now? They seized my ale, dude! That's not fair! Alright, let's hope he doesn't seize my Isabel.
I hoped we could solve this
Surprise,
some other way.
surprise. Oh, but he has to pass. Nice. That will help me a lot, actually.
One goes.
Okay.
Greetings. What is it?
Nice. We still win. Dude, this thing is busted. I need this. I want this.
Let's get a move on before any others show up.
As soon as the fight was done, Mirko Vidmar ran towards a crate that stood on a pedestal, slipping on the now bloody floor. When the dwarf lifted the lid, precious stones spilled out.
Your heirloom? This?
Asked the Queen, rather puzzled.
I thought a pipe that belonged to your grandfather more likely.
Man's rich, you know.
Seems to me Brother Mirko wasn't wholly candid with us. This here's no heirloom, no family souvenir. It's the treasure trove of Clan Vidmar. We thought it gone for good.
Pressed for the truth, Mirko admitted no family sentiment had prompted this expedition. The dwarf had planned to leave Mahakam and start a new life among humans. Yet he did not wish to do so without sizable capital.
I can't stand to stay here a moment longer. The days, all of them, they're identical. Rise with the first cockscrow, march in double file to the latrine, crap on command, 12 hours down the shaft and home to sleep.
Mirko complained.
Want a wifey? Put in an application, in triplicate. Care to snip your beard? Elders got to approve it. You want to add buttermilk, not cream, to your mushroom soup? Clan council's got to debate it. How's a dwarf not to get balmy?
I understand the lad, no two ways about it.
Gabor sighed.
But I feel it's my duty to remind yous that what Mirko's going and doing here, well, there are laws. Treasure's due the Elder-in-Chief, not to Mirko, that's one. Second, any dwarf that wants to leave Mahakam can't take nothing but his breeches, his dixie, and his coat. So, brief like, consider well afore you make your decision, Your Grace.
Let Marco take the treasure, keep the treasure, return the treasure to Elder-in-Chief. Will that make him happy? I mean, we kind of pissed him off, didn't we? I mean, this is the right thing to do, right? We could also keep it. Yeah, we're
I
gonna
sympathise, Mirko,
said Meave.
but I'm a crowned head. I must decline. National interest requires I show the greatest.
And it's not even his. Like, he has no right to it. We literally helped
Yet in
him.
aiding you, I could sour those greatly. I shall return the treasure to him. I must. While you do what you will.
Mirko Vidmar swore under his breath, then jostled his way through the Lyrian infantry and into the mountains, towards human lands.
I swear, if the Elder-in-Chief doesn't help us now, after we give him so much money, if he's still gonna be pissed, I do regret this decision gravely. Alright, we get premium Beckenbauer, that's okay.
Frozen, all. Only the banner moves, blown by the wind.
Downright poetic. Prime material for a ballad, perhaps even a whole saga.
Okay, that must have been a reference to something, but I don't know which one, what that is a reference to.
The Lyrians rode a narrow, winding path along the rocky ridge. To one side were ice-covered boulders, to the other, a chasm hundreds of feet deep.
They could have at least erected some barriers,
complained Gascon, knocking snow from his cap.
Got plans for that?
Gabor said.
Just need to decide how high to make them.
What?
Think. Should they be the height of your average dwarf or a human? The debate's gone on for 20 years. On the one hand, you've got...
Gabor did not finish his discussion. He was interrupted by the Barbagazi that jumped down from the rocks.
Archers, shoot! Aim for underbelly!
Meave soldiers made quick work of the lone monster. But the sound of battle spooked the horses harnessed to one of her wagons.
Whoa there! Whoa, damn it!
The driver tried to rein in the animals, but could not. They dragged him into the chasm along with his cart and the soldiers riding in it. They landed a few dozen feet below on a rocky outcropping. A moment later, Barbagazis swarmed everywhere.
Did you see how they fared? Anyone left alive?
Asked Meave, leaning over the cliff edge.
Worry more about their cargo.
Gascon replied.
They were also carrying chests of gold.
Blast. We can't get down there. Too steep and the snow keeps falling.
We can lower ourselves down a line. But without armor, shields, or heavy weapons, otherwise it will snap.
And the Barbagazis?
The Queen said, brow raised.
We shan't kill them with daggers. They're too thick of armor.
We'll have to try. Or continue on our way.
Attack! We only live once.
YOLO!
Round up some volunteers and let us move out.
Moments later, the Queen was lowering herself down a line straight towards the gaping maw of a Barbagazi. Her only armor, a woolen shirt.
Alright. We gotta kill these fools. Special rules. Optional, eliminate the Barbagazi. Continue. Okay. Got a bunch of Barbagazis. Got a bunch of these boys. Alchemist's not gonna do much. These are pretty good. I'm gonna keep them. Mahakam Ale. Could also be very powerful. Don't need Northern Wind in this case, I think. Elder Sons could also be good. This will also be good. Okay.
Careful! No one tried to be a hero!
Every turn on turn start, if this unit has not taken damage since its last turn, move all units on the same row as fallen soldiers to the other row. Every turn on turn start, if there is a unit to the right, gain 1 charge, otherwise remove 1 charge. If this unit's charge count reaches 5, Meave wins the battle. If it reaches 0, Meave loses the battle. Oh boy. That is not good. That is not good.
Again and again.
Uh-oh. Oh, so we have to damage it, okay.
Can't take it anymore.
Wait, so this... what? Alright, sure. Okay.
Careful! No one try to be a hero!
Left, right, left, right. Again and again and again.
Arbalist at your command.
I smell a leak.
Okay, it should be good here now.
Armor wars.
Alright, sweet. This game's over.
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
When will you ever learn?
Jesus. Jesus. Talk about overkill.
That was close.
Bereft of sword and shield, Meve could not withstand a single blow. She thus danced atop the frozen snow, deftly dodging the Barbigazi's lightning-fast strikes, while delivering but a few well-aimed hits of her own, to their eyes, ears, and gaping jaws. When the last monster fell lifeless to the ground, Meve walked up to the shattered wagon. The soldiers it had carried were bruised, frostbitten, but alive.
Your Grace, we were sure you'd leave us.
A good ruler never abandons her folk.
Nor her goal.
Gascon interjected.
Hell yeah, that's what he knows. He knows.
Soon enough, all were safely back on the path. The admiration Meve saw in her soldiers' eyes was in itself sufficient reward for her difficult battle.
Ah, okay, that's cute. Blood. Look at 5 cards from your deck. Play 2, then discard the rest. That's pretty nuts. Boost all allies on a roll by 4. That's also pretty nuts. Oh man, these are good cards. But this is kind of risky. Blood's kind of risky. All right, let's fight this Nekorat. Eliminate both the reckless and shrewd vampires. Do not let any of your soldiers get seized. Use your leader ability. Okay. Oh. No, they took my wagon, Bert. Loyal boost by 5. Give 1 charge to the unit on the right. No ability. What does this do? Boost an ally by 4 and give it 1 armor, then trigger all ally loyal abilities. No ability, no ability. Boost unit by 10. Every 2 turn on turn start, seize the highest unit on the opposite row and move it to your allied range row in the rightmost position. If there are already 4 units there, move the leftmost allied unit to the opponent's side. Every turns on turn start, seize the lowest unit on the opposite row and move it to your allied range row in the rightmost position. If there are already 4 units there, return the leftmost allied into the enemy's side. Huh? I'm confused. What? And then we lose? Wait, what? Do not let any more of your soldiers get seized. I'm guessing these are my soldiers. Alright. Oh, sorry. That was my bad. Alright, play this first. Then he's gonna do the lowest unit. I'm gonna use this then. That's gonna be highest again. That's gonna be lowest. Wait, this goes back? Just smash these boys. There. Yeah, I'm not gonna read that. I'm sorry, boys. A puzzle? Okay. Destroy the Stone Heart's resident hero, Garth Rockstew. Units whose armor is reduced to 0 are destroyed every turn. Draw a card. Okay. So how many? I have 22 cards! Oh, mana cost. Wait, this is hard. Are we playing Hearthstone? What the hell? That's funny. Destroy the Stoneheart's resident hero, Garth Rockstew. Units whose armor is 0 are destroyed. Draw a card. Order either damage the enemy hero by Golden Drake's power or force Golden Drake and an enemy to damage each other once by their own power. Wait, what? Gain 1 mana every turn on turn start. The total amount of mana crystals increases by 1. So we have to, so it's pretty, like, the sequencing here makes sense. Deploy, draw a pirate from your deck. Order either damage the enemy hero by parrot field martial powers or force parrot field. Okay.
Scurvy scratches!
That's kind of stupid. That's actually Hearthstone. That's kind of funny. That's actually pretty awesome. Order either damage the enemy hero by Surely Patron's power or force Surely Patron and an enemy to damage each other once by their own power. If this unit takes damage and survives, spawn a base copy of it. It's basically Hearthstone. That's kind of stupid. Ow. Just smash the hero, I guess. I could play this, but I don't want to just yet. I mean, I can. Might as well just do that. Ow. Ow. Damage a random enemy by 4. That's crazy. Either damage... Is there anything that boosts? Oh my, there's so much goddamn reading going on here.
You've sailed into troubled waters, mate.
What? I can still play a card, right? What the hell? I don't know. I'm kinda dying here, though. Uh-oh. We are very much dying here. We have 5 crystals. What? Ow. But we will lose here, right? Yeah. Why are we playing Hearthstone here? Yeah.
Into troubled waters, mate.
I know he's gonna play Draug next. Oh, no Draug? Okay.
Your wish, my duty.
I can't damage my own, can I? There's the Draug. That's the card I hate the most. Oh, I can play a card as well. Ah, that's not enough. Just yet.
Not true.
Not yet. Not
of course.
Alright, just kill Draug. That's literally all I have to do.
Some things cannot be.
Alright, we should win this now. Finally. This is absolute nonsense.
Follow me this way.
Didn't draw Draugs. And that's why we win. As long as we don't have to deal with Draugs. Die! Haha! Let's go! Blizzard! We get oh my god! That is such a star!
Welcome to me, end.
Oh boy. Oh boy, this entire level just now felt kind of weird. Spawn and play 2 random trinkets. Oh, well, we have Gabor, so we don't really need that.
Not for more.
Oh, we got the Gabor avatar. That's kind of cool. Dear son, if you've opened the family tomb, it can only mean your father has passed and now rests in peace beside me. Please do not grieve, for this is the way of life. Always has been, always will be. You're the head of this family now. It won't be an easy undertaking, but fret not. I set aside a sizable sum for this very day. You'll find it where we used to watch the sunset. May your fortune be long and bright. Alright, if we can find that, that's good. Oh! Oh no! We can actually, oh. I kinda feel bad for that.
Meve now witnessed a sorry sight. a mass funeral for miners killed due to a tragic convergence of events. Their lead caskets lay upon the snow, wreaths of hop cones laid upon them in turn. The mourners waited for the diggers to finish. The digging was tough, for the ground was frozen. As the crunch and thud of picks and shovels continued, the dead miner's foreman scrambled onto a boulder to make a speech. Angry shouts and loud booing stopped him.
You knew it! You knew they'd smelled vapors, but you ordered them to keep digging till it blew up in their faces!
Make the daily quota whatever the cost, eh?
You've blood on your mitts, whoreson!
A mourner then picked up a chunk of frozen ground and threw it at the foreman. Blood spurted from the gash that appeared on his forehead. The first dirt chunk was followed by another, then by a rock, a brick. Meve realized that if she did not intervene, the foreman stood to be stoned to death.
That's honestly none of my business.
Meve resolved not to meddle in Dwarven affairs. She did not know what Mahakam's laws would make of the situation, nor was it certain the accusations against the foreman were true. She spurred her horse and led her force away, quickly leaving the cemetery and the turmoil behind.
He's dead now. I don't know why I'm laughing, but that's kind of funny. Wait, where could that be? I mean, it's pretty obvious where it is. It's literally here. Literally here. I mean, I wonder what would have happened if I had meddled in their affairs. But, I mean, this was none of my business. The guy kind of deserved it as well. No special... Oh, this is this guy again. Before the battle even started! Before the battle even started, dude. Okay.
Again and again and again.
Lots of harpies. No, why do I always find this now? That's a bit annoying.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
It's a lot of harpies. This is taking so long. Oh my god! Still goes on. Oh wow. Well, this has permanent resilience. That's not good.
Company! Forward march! There's been a mistake. I'm no mage.
Oh, look at that. Bang. 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 This is gonna take a while.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
And I have to play a card as well? Jesus.
Watch your heads!
We could use Beckers now. Just turn one Beckers is actually not that bad. Okay, maybe not. I mean, it still works. No, stop doing that. So bad. This card's so annoying. Let's see what trinket we can create here.
See a local healer or white
Boost two allies and give them immune. Okay, it's actually pretty nice. Return an ally from the battlefield. Not really necessary. Mandrake, play a random bronze unit from each deck. Sure. Yeah, sure. That's actually
Don't you worry yourself, you grace. We'll get a dirty gnome, Jack.
Oh, and I get the Griffin as well. Nice. And next we're gonna play the Strays Cavalry, and then we should be fine, right? That was a pretty big swing. Damn, this griffin is big.
Give me attack.
Oh my god, these griffins. They're way too big. What the hell? Those are huge point swings. They just create out of thin air, dude.
Make love, not war.
Oh, we have the duelist unit now. Nice. Skadoosh. Okay. Should be good. For this round at least. Do I want to play Gascon? No, I don't want to play Gascon just yet. It's a lot of carryover. Is it going to be enough though? No. God, I love this deck. My deck's so busted. I could just smork everything.
The Lyrians ascended the highest section of the Mahakam range. Snow crunched under their boots, cold air stung their lungs, and the wind snapped at their cloaks. Meve wiped sweat from her brow and turned to Reynard.
There! By the rocks! We shall...
The rest of her words were drowned out by a powerful blast. The entire mountain rumbled with a low, vibrating roar.
Oh no.
The sound grew louder, echoing off the rocks,
Is it
spitting their
Nilfgaard?
ears. The Lyrians looked around, disoriented.
I haven't fought Nilfgaard in a while.
Heard Gabor's warning.
Dinna just stand there! Get behind the rock! Quick! Hurry!
Meve followed the dwarf's gaze and cried out in terror. The snow stuck to the mountainside had started to slide down the slope, sending up mists of icy dust. Before she could react, the white torrent knocked her to her knees, crushing her and smothering her into the ground. All she felt after that was all-encompassing cold and fear. Meve survived. The dwarves who ran to the Lyrians' rescue dug her out of the snow in time. Some of her soldiers were not so lucky. The queen looked at their bodies, blue, frozen. Next to them lay dead horses, demolished wagons. The losses were enormous. Meve wiped her cheek. Her tears burned her frozen skin. Gabor spoke a while with the leader of the Mahakam guard patrol that had come to their rescue. His face was dour.
What? What have you learned?
I'll tell you all in good time. First, you need a warm drink, good victuals.
No, Gabor. I need to find out what in blazes happened here.
Well, it was an avalanche.
Of course it was an avalanche. I'm no fool. But what caused it? What was that noise?
Nilfgaard?
Signal horns. Ours.
So you brought this snow down on us? Dwarves!
Well, aye, but, unawares.
Go on.
Explain, in brief.
See, we clean our mount regularly. The way menfolk shovel snow off their roofs. Otherwise, the whole shebang would come tumbling down on our heads. When snow's gathered deep enough, we blast our horns to cause a controlled avalanche. Then we need to, sweep up a wee bit and the road's safe.
All well and good, but why did you decide to clean up right as I was passing through?
Wondering that myself. Schedule says next cleaning should have been a week frae now. But someone asked the route to be cleared earlier.
Who?
Meve, I'll tell you. But first, promise you'll...
Who?
Hey. Owain ep Glenvog, the Nilfgaardian emissary. Must have found out you'd be going through.
The bastard.
Oh.
Reynard! Reynard!
Wait. I understand you're a wee bit upset. You've every right. But you'll never prove Owain meant you harm. The sly weasel will make sure he didn't dirty his own paws.
I've no such scruples. I'll find him and kill him.
Yeah,
And
that's
then?
how we do it
How'd
usually.
you tell that tale to Brewer? Meave, you're justly taught, but for the love, just this once, let it go. Or you leave Mahakam with near a scrap to show for it.
Moments later,
Brewer's already
scouts reported
mad at
Brookvale
me.
was camped to the north of the accident site. Meave had to decide how much she was willing to risk to get her revenge on the Imperial emissary.
Those Nilfgaardian bastards. This is the Nilfgaardian place.
Whispered one of the scouts.
Left of the path.
Meave squinted. The Nilfgaardians had taken shelter from the falling snow under a rocky outcropping. The smell of roasting meat wafted from their campfire, and echoes of laughter could be heard. The black-clad soldiers had reason to celebrate. They had just decimated Meave's company without even drawing their weapons. Meave's gaze caught something else. A metal container into which the Nilfgaardians tossed bones once they'd been gnawed clean. It looked strangely familiar. Only after a moment did the Queen understand it was an overturned Lyrian helmet dug out of the snowy grave of one of her men.
The Horsens.
Meave hissed.
They'll pay for this.
Asking you last time, keep a cool head.
Whispered Gabor.
You want vengeance? I get it. But think of the cost. If so much as a hair gets plucked from Owain's head, Brewer will never forgive you. And you can kiss any hope of aid goodbye.
Silence followed. Finally to be broken by one of the scouts.
Milady, what's the order? Do we attack?
Ah, no!
No.
Said the Queen after long deliberation.
But milady,
I know what they did, and that I shall never forget nor forgive.
Said Meave, placing a hand on her scout's shoulder.
But breaking Dwarven law only plays into the Nilfgaardians' hand, causing us to lose allies and our chance for victory.
Meave brushed the snow from her trousers and straightened her spine.
Avenge our comrades we shall. Not here, but in the fields of Lyria and Rivia.
The Lyrians resumed their march with heavy, beleaguered steps. Their path still piled high with the snow brought down by the Nilfgaardians.
You bastards. I'm gonna make you pay so hard when I beat every single one of you guys when I'm out of this place. I'm not gonna show any mercy. I'm gonna always BM the hell out of you.
While passing the mining settlement of Kolstock, Meave heard the sounds of battle.
Hey-ho! Into the fray, lads!
Expecting she would see monsters swarming dwarves, the Queen set off at a gallop to the rescue.
Guessing this is a clan
her
war.
braid blew about in the wind like a banner, showing her men in which direction to attack. The dwarves she saw, however, were not engaged in a battle against Shalmars and Barbagazis. No, they were going at one another. Luckily, no weapons had yet been drawn, but given that dwarves have hands the size of bread loaves, this did not necessarily mean there would be no deaths.
Oi, lads!
Roared Gabor Zigrin.
What's this foolishness? Calm the hell down, damn it!
Gabor's intervention proved successful. The dwarves limited themselves to verbal jousting. Meave, who was no stranger to barrack room talk, nonetheless turned crimson at the dwarves' cursing. Piecing together the obscenities, Meave concluded they were debating an old quarrel about the height of a certain mountain, or rather of the twin peaks atop it. One of them lay in the territory of Clan Dahlberg, while the other in the Hoogsland.
Ooh.
Each family felt their peak was the highest, all measurements indicating the contrary being total fabrications.
Queen?
Started Gabor, nervously chewing his moustache.
They're asking if you, as yin impartial and a fair-minded wench to boot, wouldn't wish to settle their Egypt squabble once and for all.
Meave knew well that this type of
We're going for the
quarrel
hoogs.
could easily end in bloodshed.
We're always going to go for the hoogs in
Resolved
that
to
case.
Representatives of the two clans gave her a strange mechanism she was to use to measure elevation. All that was left was for the Queen to button her coat up to the neck and scale the twin peaks.
Time to end this delicate feud, once and for all.
I'm guessing I have to go over here. Wait, is this the end of the road? Oh no, okay, so this is where the treasure is, then we have the main mission, but we're gonna stop right before the main mission for this episode. Let me just get this treasure first. Oh yeah, premium Isabel. Let's go. Alright, we got all the golden chests now. That's pretty cool. So we can safely move away from here.
When she and her force had traveled half the way to the first, she heard a long roar that made snow shells detach and descend. Without waiting for her scouts to return with reports, Neve drew her sword.
Oh, okay. Well, that was shortened battle. Okay. Oh yeah, the morale's low because of the Nilfgaardian boys, but that's to be expected. Maybe also mulligan Isabel, since she doesn't really do much.
Eyes up, lads! They're flying straight for us!
Again and again and again.
Nice play, Isabel.
When will you ever learn?
I'm done in a jiffy.
Oh, we're gonna take a lot of damage.
I smell a leak.
That's gonna help our Isabel.
Quite the clever little contraption they gave us. Work of a gnome, of course.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Oh, White Frost. That's pretty good.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Ow. Oh, no. Maybe I should have used Isabel first.
Anyone asks, you've not seen me.
Nah. Okay, mark a unit. Oh, that's cute. It's not gonna do much though. Kaboom. I think I could literally pass now and still win. Still think I could.
You mad? Don't say that!
Oh my god. Yeah, this is not even. These games are not even a challenge sometimes.
Let's be gone from this place.
The Lyrians managed to repel the monsters and reach both peaks. Upon each, Meve ordered her men to take the measurements. While waiting, she admired the breathtaking view of the Mahakam Massif.
Beautiful.
The Dwarven contraption left no room for doubt. The peak within the Dahlberg clan territory was 2 feet higher than that within Hoog territory. Gabor was clearly displeased with the results.
Damn it all! I'd hoped you'd proved Brewer's clan was in the right. He'd have been content to see the Dahlbergs knocked down a peg or two, and, possibly, he'd have been more inclined to help you.
Said the dwarf in frustration. Then, after a pause, he added,
Although, only you saw what the device showed, Queen. Perhaps you could, recalibrate the results a wee bit?
No.
To lie would be simple, true.
said Meve.
Yet to forget the matter would be so much harder. No, Gabor, I shall tell the truth.
The Queen's tone made it clear the discussion was over. Gabor let the matter lie, and Meve's force began its descent down the mountainside.
I'm not gonna lie to these dwarves. They deserve the truth. They need to deserve to know that the Brewer Mountain Peak ain't
The dwarves of both clans had been waiting with bated breath for the expedition's return and report. As soon as Meve announced the results, the Dahlbergs rolled barrels of beer out into the square and began to celebrate. Naturally, the Hoogs were disappointed, yet they accepted Meve's results as final. At last, they had come to trust her.
I got the Hoog's trust, baby. I got the Hoog's trust.
You'd best avail yourself of some onions. Even better if you had a wee nip of vodka.
Is this the main mission
As Meve
now?
neared Langbridge, she ordered her bugler to
no.
announce her arrival, then retired to her tent to freshen up. Gascon was already inside, awaiting her.
I do not seem to recall summoning you.
In that case, I must tell you to fret not. Nothing wrong with your memory. I've come with no agenda. Spontaneously, call it, to chat.
Ooh.
Then I propose you leave. Just as spontaneously, call it. I must don fresh clothes. I'm to see the Elder soon, and I'd prefer to not smell of horse sweat.
Doubt it'd make much difference to him. And be assured, I know what I speak of. When last we met, I found myself standing downwind of him. A pungent experience.
My patience is near its end, Gascon. Either state your business, or I
Hurry
shall
up.
have the guards escort you out.
Not a hint of a sense of humour.
Nah.
There's something you ought to know. And decidedly before you meet with Bruver. The sites we cleared of beasts. I ferreted a bit. Noted something peculiar. Any notion what it was?
None. The monumental Dwarven architecture, perhaps?
Bones, my dear Meave. Dwarven bones. Now, guess what I found on them?
Wait, don't dare give me any hints. Bite marks.
Of course. After all, they'd been gnawed clean of all flesh by monsters, incidentally making it quite easy to spot other markings. Ones made by axes and swords. To be certain, I showed the bones to our medics, and they confirmed my conclusion.
Meaning what? That the entire clan, the Fuchses,
did not perish due to an invasion of beasts from the depths. The monsters merely ate the bodies and occupied empty homes. Now, I shared my discovery with Gabor, and guess what he did? He panicked. He started to squirm, babble nonsense. I wager my right arm, he's hiding something.
Blast. Overly eager to aid us from the start he was. I might have sent something. I shall have him summoned at once. And I thank you, Gascon. I won't forget this.
Good guy, Gascon, man.
Minutes later,
Always done the right
Gabor
thing.
stood before the Queen. At first, he tried to mislead her with evasive answers, but as her pointed questions demolished one clumsy excuse after another, he had to give in.
Aye. As King Desmond said after a hefty squirt in his hose, we can't sweep this under the rug.
If you think I welcome jests in this moment, you err. My fingers itch to summon the hangman.
Right. So... 'tis true. I misled you. On our clan elder's orders, supposed to make sure you destroyed Burr's Rump and Davor's Abyss thoroughly enough to leave nae a trace.
What? Why? What did they wish to hide?
They was home to the Fuchses, our mortal enemies. They'd been a-boiling our heinies for ages, thumbing their noses, taking what they want when they want, and the Elder-in-Chief didn't gie a ploughing whit. So to stop them, our clan, we did the unpardonable. The Ziggurin elders saw their chance and they...
Gods. So you were responsible for the deaths of all those dwarves?
Me? I didn't raise a finger. Tried to stop them, in fact.
No witnesses survived, meaning you must have murdered the entire clan.
Jesus.
How?
Queen, you sure you...
I am. And you should be sure to answer in full, omitting no detail.
It's like... He's like Sasuke, dude. He's Itachi.
A few years back, we got pummeled by a horrendous winter.
But he's not actually a
Stone-breaking
Fuchs, so
frosts,
it's
whiteout
not very
storms,
accurate.
avalanches. Made travelling a painful form of suicide. Hunger drove beasts out of their dens. Pass was covered in the filth. Got to where they paced right outside the walls. Fuchses fought a hard, bloody fight to keep the critters out of Davor's Abyss. Lost near every axe-wielding dwarf they had. Only survivors had to winter at Burr's Rump. Our elders felt such an opportunity wouldn't knock again. After killing the town's meagre guard, they set fire to it and barricaded the gates. They didn't stand a chance.
Bastards. How in the world did the truth go undiscovered?
Once it were over, our dwarves opened the gates. Before they'd lit their pipes, starving beasts came crawling out of the pass. The stank of dead flesh was strong. Zigrins who came back from that never were the same. If you'd only gandered their gaze when they had us all take a vow of silence. And then...
You invented that blarney about primeval monstrosities the Fuchses had awoken by mining too deep. A riveting tale, and one with a moral to boot.
Aye. But the elders worried Bruver would suspect something all the same. That's why they wanted you to destroy all the evidence.
Repugnant. You claim not to have taken part, but neither did you do anything to stop the massacre.
What was it to do exactly? The elders had decided. No dwarf would listen to me.
You might have informed the Elder-in-Chief. The guilty would have been punished.
The guilty? You didn't ken Bruver. He'd punish the whole clan. Women, children. No exceptions.
Whoa.
Maeve, Queen. I'm begging you. He canna ever learn of this. Aye, I want a hack flame too when I think what the Elder's done. But t'other way it'd bring but more pain and death.
You've got a lot of nerve, making requests after lying to me.
Trying to ensure you ken the stakes. But you'll do as you see fit. Like always.
I need to consider what's right. Meanwhile, Gascon, make sure Gabor remains our guest.
Of course. I'll let you know if he so much as rolls his eyes towards an escape route.
I mean, poor Gabor, yeah, he doesn't really have anything to do with that. He's just kind of like an innocent bystander. On that note, I'm going to end this episode. We are going to start the next episode with the main mission, probably a new map as well. Gonna discover that one, see how far we can get there. And yeah, for this episode, I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you soon.